See, I never really was such a rum fan, except for like my friend was.
It doesn't taste good.
My friend's mum used to always bring back my dad some Jamaican rum, but it was like Jamaican rum that was so I think it was like made in a fucking random person's home or something. It was always like it would always have like no label on it, and it would be like the strongest fucking thing ever known to man. Like a small thimble amount, and you'd be wankered off it. That strong. I don't even think it was actually rum. Like it was more like fucking pure ethanol.
There's a story about me when we were.
Wow, robot, Joe.
Oh, really?
I'm not hearing robot.
Whoa.
I did.
Well, that's you then.
Good thing that's not going in the video, because it's not recording my Discord voice.
Well, good for you.
Yeah, but
Yeah, good for you.
yeah, but at some point when we were on a cruise ship, like when I was about maybe 4 or 5, there was my parents had like some kind of little small bottles of what's that word? Oh, I have to Google it, the word, English word. Just like liqueur.
Liqueur. As in like what? Like
it was from a berry. Mikä on hilla tai lakka? It's like cloudberry, I think, in English.
I kind of get what you mean.
Yeah. Anyway, they were like the just like the bottom of the little bottles left, and my parents, they went like eat or something, and me and my brother were alone in our cabin, and I like drank all like the little rest of the liqueurs.
Fair enough.
And I've had to like hear about that.
Anyone would.
I've had to hear about it like so much. Like, oh, remember that one time when Johanna drank all the liquor.
I think the worst thing I ever actually tried, because I've tried like homemade cider and shit like that, you know, the really, really strong stuff that some random person made, but the worst one was peach schnapps.
Yeah.
So like peach vodka essentially is literally the strongest fucking thing I've ever tasted ever. Like, it was ridiculous. Obviously homebrew is going to be stronger anyway, but because it's fermented peaches somehow have more fucking alcohol in them or something, because Jesus Christ, it was strong. Like, I was completely fucking paralytic off maybe a shot and a half, maybe, if that.
Yeah.
Like, I was vomiting kind of drunk, like, really not well. It was just, this home stuff was just ridiculous strong.
Yeah, my dad did like home like stuff from plums one year. I didn't taste it obviously, because I wasn't drinking back then, but yeah.
I think anything that you brew at home is going to be stronger, obviously, but like it doesn't. I don't think it really matters.
I mean, what's the point if it's not strong?
Yeah, really.
Well, that's what I mean. But like, obviously, some fruit is stronger than others when it's made into vodka and shit. Like plum is quite strong. So's peach. So's like obviously cider. You can make cider so fucking strong it burns through wood. Like it can go pretty bad. It's also incredibly explosive, so
Sounds fun.
In England, you can make your own wine, and I think you can also make, like very low percentage, maybe cider. I think you can make, but like anything stronger, like spirits, you're not allowed to make, because obviously, if you don't have it exactly perfectly, it has a tendency of exploding or just randomly combusting on fire. So yeah, it's not exactly safe.
Yeah, we also have like a home brewing wine kits here. Actually, at my workplace, they're selling them, and at one point, one customer, like this old man, asked me about that stuff, and weirdly, like I knew about some of the things because one of my uncles has like brewed wine like back in the 90s, and I've like seen his like the brewing stuff, so I knew about it. It was so weird.
I thought you said pooped wine. I was a little confused for a second.
You know when you're just that drunk, you just start pooping.
Not even that drunk. It's just something I
mean,
genuinely
I think I technically poop out the everything I drink, cause you know, not having a coal and like everything just
but
comes
I mean,
out of.
everyone's been that drunk that they poop wine.
Yeah.
Man, wine drunk is one of the worst drunks I've actually been. Weirdly, I like spirit drunk and alcohol, like beer and shit
I
like
can't
that,
even
and
drink
cider,
wine.
not
It
an issue.
tastes so fucking bad.
Yeah, it literally, that's the point, because it's
I
the
only
only thing I ever get hangovers from.
I can only really stomach like white wine, not red at all.
I can if it's
Even
not.
like the
If it's
smell
like-
itself is just disgusting.
It just tastes like vinegar. It's horrible.
Yeah, I think last.
But I think it's like, it's just one of those tastes. I think some people like it, some people don't.
Yeah, last Christmas or something like that, we had one bottle of like non-alcoholic sparkling wine, and I couldn't even drink that because it tasted like shit.
It's one of those things.
Then I
drank a
pooped
lot
out,
of wine.
put it out.
The thing is, like, one of the foster type places I was living in when I was a teenager, the guy was like a big, you have wine with a meal type person, you know, and you'd always get
yeah.
like the right wine.
My dad is like
meals.
that. He has wine with everything.
Ugh.
I mean,
Is he one of those people that like knows exactly what wine goes with what type of meal? Because that's what this guy was like. It's like you have this
no, my
wine,
dad
that's a specific thing,
just
and
has
you have
that
it with
one
this meal.
type pretty much. He drinks
I
all
see.
the time.
But, I mean, that's where I tried a lot, because this guy was like one of those. Okay, so you get like a £30 bottle of wine that's a specific type for this meal, and that's the one you have. And the next meal you have another type of wine, that kind of thing. But I drank a lot of it, but it was like none of it ever. I never found a single one that I actually liked. And wine hangovers for me were the worst I've ever had. I've never had hangovers for any other type of alcohol, but wine just fuck knows. It's horrible.
Yeah. Yeah, my dad is like kind of like the forces everyone to drink kind of person, because when I wasn't drinking at all, like every Christmas or any other holiday, he was like always like, would you like to have some wine? And I'm like, no, Dad, I've said I'm not drinking.
Did I mention my dad already offered me? He didn't even ask. He just gave me the glass. I was like, oh, okay.
Oh.
But yeah, like, I mean, I was more of a beer drinker, I guess. I never really
I
found
never
like a
even
spirit
tried
that I
beer.
liked.
I've tried beer in my teens, but I couldn't even finish like one bottle, because
I've
like,
heard it tastes awful.
like it tastes
Depends on the
okay when you just like take a couple of sips, but if you have to like drink the whole bottle or can, it
I
just
think
gets like a
It
kind of like
depends on what you have. If you have beer, stout, bitter ale, or brown ale, any of those, like some of them taste a completely different drink to the others. Like bitter's normally quite, as it says, bitter. It's quite a vile kind of strong.
Yeah, I just
taste.
kinda assume all the Finnish beer tastes the same. I don't know.
But we have so many
None
types
of that
fucking
means
beers,
anything
like,
to me.
Yeah, really. I don't know anything
Well,
just
about
have
like
none of
beer.
them
the,
are going to be
Yeah.
sweet. Like none of them are going to be sweet like a cider or like a fruit-based drink. So obviously
I
they're
prefer
all going to be slightly
sweet.
bitter.
yeah,
Well, not like sickly sweet, but
So not like alcohol.
like
bitter.
sweet enough it like covers the taste of alcohol.
yeah.
See, I was never like that. I couldn't even do like vodka and coke, rum and coke, because it just tasted like vodka. I never tasted the rest of it. But I was never really one of those people that would drink fruity alcohol drinks, especially things like WKD, like the pre-mixed fucking. Ugh, no. I could mix my own if I had to. Like I used to drink things like Red Bull and vodka or stuff
Yeah.
like that. Like
My dad does a lot of like Fanta and vodka
Oh, yeah.
and I just the thought of it's like
It's
I
not
don't
bad.
because I don't
No,
I'm
I'm
not
never really
really a
vodka
fan
person,
of
but,
like Fanta.
yeah.
I hope he has some coke during the Christmas, cause if he tries to force me a
Yes.
drink again, he better make it on coke and not Fanta.
I
See,
can't hit the target.
I can hit a target, but I don't know which one I'm supposed to be hitting.
The one that's
Um,
in front of you.
I haven't hit it. Yeah, no, because like I've been to like cheap end, the cheapest kind of kind of alcohol you can get. You know, whatever
Yeah.
it's the cheapest thing you can get hold of to get drunk.
Yeah.
And I've also been to like the expensive side, and to be fair, it wasn't a great deal of difference. Other than like you didn't feel as hungover afterwards if you had certain types of alcohol. I never really bothered. It wasn't really
Hello,
a thing
that could stop.
for me. Finally.
Oh god damn it.
I
Yeah,
mean, the
because
worst ever.
if you're really going to drink, then you're like drink, then it doesn't really matter like how much it costs.
Well, it doesn't really matter
like-
what it even tastes like.
if
If you want to get drunk, it doesn't
Yeah.
really matter, does it? You just drink.
Except
mean, the
that
worst I ever
I
did-
can't really drink anything that tastes a lot like alcohol, because that just
You mean like
Ugh.
ethanol kind of thing,
yeah
where it like tastes, you know, like vodka tastes like actual alcohol.
yeah
But,
like I simply just can't drink that.
I get you. I'm the same.
Yeah.
But it's like the worst I ever did was a drink. It's like an energy drink, kind of like Red Bull, called Red Rooster. Red Rooster is like an English cheap version of Red Bull. It's like dirty and way worse for you. Like that mixed with rum, and also that mixed with vodka. But it was that time I think I told you about where I was playing Magic: The Gathering, you know, that card game.
Mm.
Playing that, where every time I took damage, I had to have a shot. And obviously, I
Ah.
was playing against my brother-in-law, who's a actual like competition level card gamer. So it was very much one-sided. He ended up taking
Ah.
more pity drink. He took a lot of pity drinks, where he's like, "Okay, I've had
He
like
just really
7
wanted to
drinks in a
drink.
row." I was like, I'm like 7 drinks down, and I haven't even got him once. And he's just like, "Yeah, I'm just gonna take a drink." Like,
Oh no.
it was very one-sided, but I got way too drunk, and then we had to, like, you know, when you get drunk and then you get up and you have to go out somewhere, and the act of actually standing up makes you 10 times drunker.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, because right now I
fresh
don't
air,
I don't
like-
feel drunk at all, but when I was getting up to go to the bathroom, I was like, whoa.
Yeah, well, we did all
Yeah.
that drinking, then we had to get up and walk to the other side of town to meet my sister, who was also drunk from another place. But like, the second the cold air hit me and the second I started walking, we were literally like holding on to each other, kind of drunk. It was pretty bad.
Aw.
No.
Like, it was, if you didn't hold on, you're gonna fall down and hurt yourself, kind of drunk. Like, yeah,
Oh,
that's probably the worst I ever actually did, because it was such cheap alcohol. Like, it was just dirty, cheap shit mixed with like the cheap end version of energy drink.
yeah. I mean, I don't know how cheap this rum is that my dad bought, because it was in it's in a plastic bottle. Yeah.
At least it's not like when people get those boxes of wine that you
Yeah,
put on the table.
yeah.
It's like, could you go any cheaper?
But it actually tastes pretty fine when I take a sip of that and a sip of my strawberry copperberry.
If you're kind of mixing it,
Yeah. Mixed
Oh
taste.
no, my timing is way off.
I mean, you know, it's bad when like if you drink something like rum or vodka and it's got like a random ass name that doesn't actually seem like it's a real genuine brand, or like even worse when you drink it and you even just the smell of it kind of makes you gag. So you can just smell like the pure fucking ethanol alcohol in it. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
you know, like when you smell like nail varnish remover.
Yeah.
That's when you know the alcohol's cheap. When
Yeah.
it smells like nail varnish remover, you know it's cheap.
Yeah, like this rum on its own, it tastes like really heavy duty, like cough medicine.
Mm.
Like really,
Yeah.
really like, yeah. But also
Yeah.
a fun fact: I've never drank any energy drinks.
Yeah, I've only had a few, but
Me
they don't do
neither.
anything for me.
Yeah, I
They don't do
remember
nothing for me.
they were like becoming more popular when I was in business school. We had like at the cafeteria we had like the drink machine where you could buy drinks, and We
Yeah.
had those ED energy drinks in
Ugh,
that, and
back when schools didn't think they were unhealthy.
Nah,
Yeah.
ES is where it's at.
yeah, yeah, yes, all the way. Oh, damn Finnish jokes.
God damn it, Tig.
What the?
What is
Why?
going on?
What is this game doing?
Oh god damn it!
I mean, our schools, we got away with like up until I guess 2005, I would say, because I was like in year 8 or 9 before like we all started going healthy and shit.
Yeah.
We had this one specific thing that happened that suddenly every school meal got terrible because they just fucking got rid of all the decent food. And
Was
that
it
was
because of Jamie Oliver?
Yes, literally. He started with that fucking healthy food in school, and then within a couple of weeks, we went from I could get like 2 cheeseburgers and a massive portion of chips every single lunchtime for like nothing because I was on the free school meal like dinner ticket thing where your parents are on benefits, so you're like basically free school meals, but like
School
that
meals are always free
was
in
awesome.
Finland.
But after that, yeah, but ours aren't because we're a terrible country. But after Jamie Oliver crap, like the only things that I could actually eat, unless I wanted to sit down like one of those weird kids that actually has like the roast dinner and shit like that, you know, with no one at my school ever did that. So it's the only thing I could actually take out with me when I was actually eating lunch and shit at school was fucking literally baguettes or sandwiches because all the decent food was taken away. So kind of sucked. And we also went through that stupid rule where no one was allowed to take any food outside the cafeteria, which was like bullshit and never gonna actually take effect because we just bought it, sat down at the table, ate like a cookie or a bag of crisps that we brought with it, and then just walked out with the fucking baguette up our tops because fuck the fucking teachers. But at my school, packed lunches were for nerds, and the actual food, like proper meals that you got on plates and shit, they were literally teachers. Only teachers and like 2 other kids that bought those things.
That's so funny, like meals that you even got on plates and shit, like.
But that's the thing, like, it was essentially like at my school, it was takeaway food. You went in, you grabbed a bag of chips and a pre-wrapped fucking burger, and you went out to the bloody playground, or you snuck it out without teachers knowing. But then it went to like none of that food was around, and all you could get was sandwiches if you didn't want fucking like a lasagna and some roast potatoes and shit. Like, who the fuck's got time to eat that when you got like a half-hour lunch break?
I mean,
Dumb.
thinking about our schools.
Yeah, I mean we've always had like proper food, but the potatoes were always kind of like rubbery ones, and like those that have those like
Mashed potatoes are practically liquid.
Ugh.
At least where I was.
And
Like, it was
whenever
so, like, ugh.
whenever we had fish sticks, they were like lemony ones, so they
Yeah.
tasted like some kind of cleaning product, like Fairy or something. Like, oh, I hated them.
See, my school was like primary school when you're like, you know, year 1 to like year 6, when you're up to like 11 years old. That was preset meals where everyone had actual like plates with pudding and actual like, you know, decent set meals. But then after that, secondary school, for the longest time ever, was just nothing but like, you go in, you grab a pre-made baguette with some food in it, and then you grab some like a cookie or some cake or whatever and a drink and fucked off. Like, it was all fast food style stuff. But obviously before the Jamie Oliver crap, we actually had like double cheeseburgers and man, they were good.
Damn.
And like turkey Twizzlers. I don't know if you actually know what they are.
Nope.
Like the best things ever made.
I mean,
like
I know
a turkey
Twizzlers.
sausage.
They're the licorice, like.
You know how they're like the Twizzlers are in a spiral. They're like that,
Yeah.
but they were made of like turkey meat with breadcrumbs.
But
they're
I
a
don't like turkey.
sausage.
Turkey tastes
Oh man,
like.
but these were so damn good. You can't. I can never seem to find them in any shop, but like literally, they were just a Twizzler shape, but they were made of turkey, and they had like really nice, almost like barbecue kind of breadcrumbs around them. Oh, they were so good. But they were unhealthy, so they were banned from schools because.
Yeah, I remember
Not
we
getting
had
actual
like kind of like international week one year at school. It was like maybe like 90,
I dread to think what the
96,
English
96
international
or
thing would be.
something. Oh yeah, we had fish and chips. It was pretty good.
That's so racist. That's so fucking
I mean, what
judgy.
else do you have?
Yeah,
We
what else?
also had tea, and it had like scones and shit with it. Like, come on.
Yeah, but we were
Off
just
one.
kids. We wouldn't drink tea on our school lunch.
Yeah, but it'd be like if you did the French day and they had frogs and snails. Like,
I
you
don't
wouldn't
actually-
fucking think that's
I don't-
French, though, would you?
I don't remember any other like international meal except the fish and chips. So
Yeah,
so
because it's the best one, obviously.
yeah.
The thing is, though, is like most of our most famous like cliches aren't even English. Like, I mean, tea isn't English. Tea
Yeah,
tea
it's
was
Chinese or
Indian.
something. Yeah.
No, it's Indian.
Oh.
The Chinese took it from the Indians,
Oh.
so like India and places in the Middle East, and then we took it from the Chinese and the Middle East when we were, because obviously we had our English Empire took over most of Europe bit by bit. So I mean,
Yeah.
we kind of nicked it, but like most of it's not even an English thing. I don't even think scones are English either. Crumpets definitely aren't.
Maybe
Half
like
these things that you
French.
think of as English,
Like all
aren't
the
actually
pastries
English.
must be French.
Most likely, to be honest. Like fish and chips is just potato, and potato isn't English either. We nicked that from, I can't even remember where. I think the fucking colonies, like, you know, early era fucking
No, no.
America. we like, nicked all of this shit from other people. They're not our inventions. They just happen to, for some reason, be an English cliche.
Yeah.
It's a weird one. Most people don't even have fish and chips. They have burger and chips, or pizza and chips, or like anything other than actual cod and chips. Not a lot of people do.
Wasn't there recently some kind of controversy about like French fries when some was it like Belgium or some country was like claiming that they invented them first, and I don't
I'm
know.
not even
I
gonna-
don't know. I don't know. I don't know.
I'm not even gonna act surprised
That does not.
about
Yeah,
a freaking
because half the shit out there is.
controversy about something.
Yeah, yeah.
But to be fair, half the stuff that is like has a name to it isn't actually theirs.
Yeah. It's just a name, god damn it.
Yeah,
Why,
but it's like in England we have English mustard, which is yellow and strong, and we also have the other mustard. I can't remember what it's fucking called. French mustard is brown,
I don't
which
know
is
where
what that's what we call it anyway.
Yeah.
But like if you go to other countries, it's the other way around. Like French is the yellow one, and like America, they only have one color mustard. It's the
We
yellow
have
one.
like a baby poo colored mustard.
Like a brownie coloured one. But is it like a brownie coloured one that the
Yeah.
actual the stain it leaves behind is kind of a yellowy greeny colour?
Yeah, sort of. Oh no, it
Because that sounds like English
this
mustard.
It's this goddamn.
Because English mustard
Yeah,
is
like
basically brown.
I
but, like, leaves a weird
associate
colour.
like yellow mustard with just like America.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
But that's the Demijohn mustard. That's what the yellow one is over here anyway. But like yeah, it's a weird one. There's loads of different foods that aren't actually ours or like anyone else's, and they're called like French fries, but it doesn't actually mean it's from France. It just
Yeah.
means it's a name. Like
Or like
yeah,
hamburgers.
did Belgium or did like Belgium actually invent the waffle? Because in England a waffle isn't a fucking pastry or like a batter. A waffle is a fucking potato.
Biscuit. No. Oh.
Waffle's a potato over here. Like if you said to someone, "Oh, do you want a waffle?" It'd be like those smiley face waffles that videos see.
Oh, what the hell? Because I
Ours are
know
like a
we have
potato
like
chip
two
that's in,
kind
like,
of
a square.
waffles here. We have like the pastry one that you fry, and then we have like a biscuit kind of waffle that has like a stuff in the middle.
Yeah, see
That's
over
like
here,
a-
like
Yeah.
we have pancakes and we have the like the waffle kind, like the American style waffles.
Yeah.
But they're not called waffles. They're just, I don't remember what they're called. But like here, it's like our waffles are a big squared potato that has loads of square potato holes in it.
Oh.
and it's literally potato. It's like a big chip essentially, and it's literally like the smiley face ones that they had
Yeah.
in the worst games ever meal. Literally, that's what our waffles are. If you said to someone a waffle, they wouldn't think American syrup-based fucking batter thing. Like, yeah,
You guys are so weird.
true. Also,
I know the
Norwegian is different.
Oh no. The Norwegians have the same kind of waffles that we have, that have like this heart shape, like 5 hearts connected to
Yeah,
each
but
other.
then like, did the Belgians invent the dessert version because it's
Stroop
called?
waffle.
It's considered Belgian waffles is
Yeah, I
what the
don't
main
know.
one is, isn't it? So it's like, did they not? You know.
Yeah,
One
but
of those things,
the
like-
Norwegians are weird, because I've heard that they put like minced meat or like other like
So it'd be like a
salty
savoury
things.
thing.
Yeah, that's
That happens a
that's
lot.
just weird. Like you need to put like jam and like
But that's what happens a lot
whipped
though. Like,
cream.
you think scones, obviously, that English have. Scones are jam and cream is what most people remember, and even Danny, who's also English, doesn't like the idea of cheese scones, which are literally an ordinary scone, but they've got, instead of it being just plain scone
It's melted
mix with like
cheese.
jam and shit on top, it is literally like a cheese-based pastry. Doesn't have cheese, like gooey cheese or anything. It just has the normal scone, just taste of cheese essentially.
Oh yeah, but
yeah, like, people
when
never really
they're
think of
like
that.
bread buns that, or other kind of breads that have like cheese in them, like on the surface, or like they have like already the cheese in them.
Yeah,
I don't like that. It tastes like ugh. It tastes
there is some
too
weird
cheesy.
bullshit. There is some weird things that we associate with a country that aren't actually a country. I mean, what about like old sayings, like order tea in China,
Yeah.
but yet the tea isn't an inherently Chinese product.
Hmm.
It's not actually a Chinese thing that they created
Yeah.
themselves. They traded with the West, and then they got tea. The West
Ooh.
stole gunpowder, they got tea. Like, it's one of those things. But there is a weird thing where we associate certain stuff with a country, and I do understand why, like, any country that actually invented French fries would be kind of annoyed that the fame is France, for instance.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's petty as fuck. Don't get me wrong. It's
Yeah.
so childish. But I'd get it. Like,
And you
kind
don't
of,
you don't have to call them French fries, but
I just call them fries. I literally
yeah,
never
but
call them-
in Finnish the term is actually like French fries. You can't just call them like, because if you call them just fries, then you would call them potatoes in Finnish. So
See,
yeah.
yeah, I get you. I mean, we just have chips and then fries.
Yeah.
Chips are normally the big fat ones. Fries are the skinny ones. Then it gets confusing when you get things like crinkle chips, which are just, you know, the chips that are like crimped.
Yeah. They're
Yeah,
all
that's a
just
crinkle
fucking
chip.
fries, you know.
I know, they're all fucking potatoes, but it's in like shapes and different. Even waffles are literally just chips that have been put in a different shape. Like, it's so annoying.